Hello, this is Ollie's Movie Madness, and I'm going to be doing a movie review of Madam Web. This is the worst comic book film of 2024. And considering how much shit we gotten in 2024 in terms of comic book movies, with the exception of Deadpool and Wolverine, that one's actually fucking great. It's actually better than this because it's actually funny. But yeah, this movie sucks ass. It sucks balls. It doesn't have a story. It's just Logan, but fucking lame. That's it. That's the entire premise. It's just the movie Logan, but with no good acting, and if the characters were all jackasses. There you go. It's Logan, but fucking lame. And Logan from 2017, as depressing as that movie was, I would rather fucking rewatch that. Because at least Hugh Jackman is giving it his all. He's giving a powerful and emotional performance. But for the two of you who have never seen this movie, I guess I'll tell you what the story is. You have this, I guess, like, ambulance driver named Cassandra Webb, and she had this vision of this guy named Ezekiel killing her mother. She finds out she had to protect these three girls, and they had to take down Ezekiel Sims, and that's it. That's the storyline. Moving on. The performances are all bad. Dakota Johnson plays Cassandra Webb, and her performance, I can tell she was not into this film. I can really much tell that she didn't give a shit about it. Because she is just sleepwalking throughout this entire movie. And Cassandra Webb is the most unlikable bitch in any comic book film. Yes, even worse than Cassie in Ant-Man 3. And I like Cassie. She had a reason to be a bitch because her dad didn't spend enough time with her. But at least in that film, at least in Ant-Man 3, Catherine Newton gave a better performance. Here, Cassandra Webb is just there to be a bitch. The other characters, fuck them, forget about them. They're just boring. One likes to read, one likes to eat, one is constantly bitchy. Well, actually, all the girls in this movie are bitches, so it doesn't matter. And I'm not being a misogynist. I'm just explaining the characters because the characters are unlikable. This isn't just Guardians of the Galaxy, but if every character was a jerk. That's it. That is also a big thing in this movie. The villain is the worst villain I have ever seen in a comic book movie. This fucking idiot. And the actor they got, his ADR sucks. There will be scenes where he's talking but his mouth doesn't line up, and then his mouth moves but the lines don't line up. His motivation, he is afraid of these girls who kicked him out the window in the future, so you have to try to kill them, and that's it. And keep in mind, he never met these girls, which is so fucking stupid. It is the worst villain. This is the worst villain motivation since Aldrich Dickbag in Iron Man 3. At least with that character, he had a memorable death. Oh, and by the way, you want to know how this villain dies? P. And no, I don't mean someone pisses on the guy's face. I'm not making this up. The letter P from a billboard falls on top of him, and he died. The fucking Pepsi board killed him. Dumb. Fucking stupid. MODOK's death was a lot more interesting because it was funny, and Corey Stoll actually gave a good performance. And as much as I don't like Zemo now, I would say Zemo had a better motivation. Now, could the writing been better for Zemo? Fuck yeah, it could have been better. But when you compare it to this dumbass villain, Zemo is actually better in comparison. Even the High Evolutionary had a great villain motivation. And Tsukuji Iwuji gave a great performance. The CGI is awful. It is not as, I'll say this, it's not as bad as The Flash. Because The Flash has horrible CGI that is hard to look at. This just has bad CGI because it looks like out of an early PS1 game. Again, the dialogue is stupid. Uncle Ben is boring. I know some people praise this actor for Andrew Scott. They say, oh, he's not that bad. No, he was fucking bland in this. The directing sucks. It's just Birds of Prey, but lamer. And really, Birds of Prey with Margot Robbie would actually be funny because Huntress was hilarious. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was actually hilarious. The only thing I fucking hate in that movie is Ewan McGregor. That's the only bad thing in the movie. Ewan McGregor just being a stupid idiot. His Black Mask sucks, but ironically, I'd rather watch that movie because at least it's funny. Again, the director didn't know what to do. And let's get into the worst thing. The jokes. This has the worst jokes in a comic book film ever. Even worse than Batman Robin. Even worse than that movie. Even worse than Ant-Man 3. Green Lantern, at least Peter Skarsgård makes me laugh. As Dr. Hector Hammond, because he is over the top stupid. He's just overacting his ass off. He's screaming. But yet, it is a better performance than anyone in this movie. At least Hector Hammond's so bad that he's funny. Again, the jokes are... This has worse jokes than Thor Love and Thunder. You don't really think about it. Thor Love and Thunder, well, I don't like it. It's way better than this movie because Christian Bale was fucking memorable. Yet the jokes are annoying, but at least there was there was stuff in the movie that made me laugh. There were some funny jokes. Even Age of Ultron had funny-ish moments, even though I wish that movie was a lot more darker, a lot more sinister, a lot more scarier, like how it was built up in the trailers. You know, Eternals, as much flaws as I have that movie, like Bill Skarsgård and the fucking Dane Whitman thing that they did nothing with, at least that movie had funny jokes, because, that actor who plays Kingo, Kumail Nanjiani, was actually funny. Bad CGI, horrible fight scenes. The final battles fucking sucked. It's just Spider-Man No Way Home, but lamer, because at least that climax is essentially Spider-Man No Way Home, but fucking lame. Because at least Spider-Man No Way Home's climax was epic. You had Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, the Lizard. You had all those villains. And I'll say this. As much as I don't like Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, that movie has way better fucking villains. Way better. Because Tim Roth, unlike whoever the fuck played the villain in this fucking piece of shit, Tim Roth actually act really well in that movie, despite the bad dialogue. And, you know, I'll just say it, the CGI in Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes is fucking better than the CGI in this movie. But to close, this movie sucks. Bad dialogue, bad acting, bad CGI, bad climax. Just skip it. Go watch Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Go watch Shang-Chi. Go watch Eternals. Go watch Black Widow. Go watch any other superhero movie than this. You know, even go watch Jonah Hex. That has way better acting. Because at least Josh Brolin's awesome as Jonah Hex. Go watch the Deadpool movie. They're actually funny. So, I give Madam Web a 0 out of 10. This movie was garbage. So that is my movie review of Madam Web. Hope you guys enjoyed.